big story this morning, and we're going to actually talk. We're going to head out to Colorado and Denver to talk to Kevin Borba. Kevin Borba is Colorado Buffaloes football insider, Locked On Buffs, and obviously, that is like nationwide total hit, first place you go if you're looking for Colorado information. And today I think a lot of people are going to be searching for that, and they're going to go to their television screen or their digital media or whatever to see what is going to happen today at 12 Central Time, 11 Mountain Time. Deion Sanders is going to hold a press conference, and I just want to get into the details around this. There's a lot of rumors that are preceding this, and that's why it'll be great to talk to Kevin here in about 15 minutes. But I do want to get to the nuts and bolts. Let's just pull this up here. So everybody has been kind of waiting. Deion made his return to Colorado last week. But is he coaching? What's the story? So let's talk about this, right? Here's what we know. Coach Prime has been away from Boulder in recent weeks. An undisclosed medical condition he has been battling. Now, last night, a new video posted to Well Off Media, the YouTube channel, and Sanders' Instagram shed new light on just how serious this is. Right now, this is according to Sports Illustrated. This is the quote. Last night was tough. Yesterday was tough because I had to make a will. Sanders said solemnly in the video. That's not easy at all to think that you may not be here. So Deion now is talking about putting a will together. That's pretty crazy when you consider he's dealing with health problems. I'm not saying that Deion's going to tell us that he has a disease that's going to take his life. No signs pointing in that direction, but that will comment is certainly interesting. That was a post from Deion's Instagram, and that was a quote right from him. He didn't go into specific details. But it's a vulnerable side of Coach Sanders and Coach Prime, right? So we're not sure what the full extent of his condition is, right? But the fact of the matter is he has a press conference today at, like we mentioned, 11 a.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 Central Time. But it's a battle that he has fought for a very long time, and apparently he is excited to speak publicly. This is the announcement. Coach Prime is excited to speak publicly about his condition during a press conference today. Fans are eagerly awaiting more clarity. It appears the worst may be behind him, and that's according to Deion Sanders Jr., but, there's a lot to unpack here. And I think – you don't want to speculate because that's another word for guessing. And again, that's why we're going to talk to Kevin Borba. But if you remember back in 2022, Coach Prime faced a real serious challenge when he was coaching at Jackson State. He underwent multiple surgeries on his foot. That resulted in the amputation of 2 toes. And despite those setbacks, he came back to the sidelines. But he's ready. Now, fall camp is getting set to start. So all eyes are going to be not only on the college football world, but, this is Deion Sanders too. This isn't Casey Keeler getting ready to coach Temple. This is a big time personality in the sport, and a big moment today. I think a lot of people are waiting on this press conference with bated breath. So we'll talk to Borba. He is Kevin Borba. There he is. Locked On Buffs. What's happening, brother?
How we doing?
I mean, how you doing? You got a busy day, dude.
Big day, yeah. I feel like we're going to find out the fate of the program in about an hour and a half.
So, I mean, it's wild, man. For folks who don't know or you're just catching up, obviously Coach Deion Sanders, his health, just kind of underneath kind of a cloud of speculation for a while now. I mean, you could go all the way back to 2022 at Jackson State when he had a couple toes amputated. There was still not a ton of clarity on that. Today, a press conference in Boulder at, I guess it's going to be 12 Central, right? 11 Mountain Time. Borba will be locked and loaded. Kev, what are you expecting from this press conference?
Yeah, it's a little interesting. His press conference is going to feature his medical team. So that raises some eyebrows. He hasn't been in Boulder from my knowledge, from at least around the spring game, right? So they did the spring game. He went home for the draft for his two sons. And then he's been in Texas this entire offseason up until the past few days. And whatever he's been dealing with, it led to him losing 14 pounds. It's taken a lot of energy away from him. And obviously, like you mentioned, he's had the previous health issues with the blood clots and the amputations. So I'm expecting to get some clarity on his situation. For one, what that means for his future with Colorado, I think, is the big question, right? Or is it just going to be like hey, I was dealing with X and this is what it did to me? Or is it going to be hey, I was dealing with X and I think at this time it could be time for me to step down, right? I think that's the worst case scenario for Colorado fans. At the end of the day, you care about his health the most, but I think everyone could agree that the Colorado program without Deion Sanders definitely loses some steam, especially with the season starting in a month.
Is there any insight or inside you have about, his health that you're comfortable sharing, on a level like this?
Yeah, I think I asked around because obviously it's a bizarre setup, I would say, and I'm not trying to shoot down Deion Sanders. And I say this on every one of my episodes. Like, I care about his health. I care about Deion the person. I asked around and I was told not to believe everything you read online. So that's what someone close to the program told me. Basically, a lot of people online are speculating that he's retiring. So that's how I'm taking it. Like, maybe he's just giving us an update. So that's how I'm taking it. I don't have any further information on his actual health. And I think that's why they're going to have the meeting today because I don't think people realize this, but Deion Sanders is very close to the vest when he wants to be, right? Not everyone gets to know things about his personal life. And I think his health has been one of those things where it seems like every time he reveals something, it's the first we're hearing of it.
Yeah, he's been really guarded about the health stuff. And I can remember just from working with ESPN back in 2022 with that stuff with Jackson State, like I can just remember hearing from people who I trusted, obviously off the record, like it could have been way worse than it was. Yeah. So this is serious stuff. And I would imagine somehow there's a connective tissue through all this health stuff. So we'll watch today. And, and prior to that, just like you, dude, I love Coach Prime. I just love him to death.